Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But in
The following Diva contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Boston, Massachusetts, the WWE Women's Champion, The Fall.
This one's going to be electric. Doesn't appear to be showing any signs of intimidation heading into this one. Well, not that I actually thought we would see any.
And approaching the ring from Norwich, England, Paige.
Oh, this match is going to be exciting. I can almost guarantee it.
I think we've all been looking forward to this match for a long time. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Michael Cole alongside Jerry the King Lawler here at ringside. And King, tonight should be extremely exciting.
Well, you said it, Cole. It looks like we don't have to wait long for the action to start either. Let's go. Oh, yeah. This is absolutely fantastic.
No one's backing down here. What an impasse.
Man, Michael, this is a standstill of epic proportion. No one wants to give an inch.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. We're going to find out a lot here tonight. Head to head, no excuses. Let's get it on.
Look at this. She's so dangerous.
When you've been in this business for literally your entire life, like Paige has, you know what you have to do inside the ring to be successful. And what I think I like most about Paige is that she's not afraid to get a little dirty in there.
What a wild attempt at striking your opponent. I don't know if she could have been further off the mark.
That was like a haymaker, like she was taking that big home run swing. Oh my gosh! And that shot was dialed in.
An absolutely brutal pile driver.
That looked like one of my old pile drivers, Cole.
You mentioned Paige's willingness to get dirty earlier. I noticed that she likes to go to the hair pull toss quite a bit. And when she's got her opponent down, she'll kick and stop her like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, but at the same time, she's an incredibly gifted technician. Her fisherman suplex is among the best I've seen. And that cradle DDT, or rampage as she likes to call it, is so dangerous.
What diabolical things are going through that mind right now?
When you get in control like this, you want to throw everything at your opponent. And that could be what we're seeing here.
clutch escape by Paige.
Paige's quickness continues to impress me.
Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
Man, she's clearly not getting paid by
And a kick out.
The kick out's all that's saving. This match goes on. Oh, out of nowhere. Ow. Ooh.
Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight. WWE Magazine out this month, and you'll find some interesting articles in there about all the superstars here in WWE.
Who do you get to read the magazine to you, Cole?
Paige is going for it early. And the shoulders up.
And the match continues. I love this. Man, she's making it look easy here.
Watch it, watch it. Paige Turner. She's closing the book right now.
I'd like to take a page out of her book and look at it all night long. She looks unbeatable tonight.
And she delivers a lightning quick strike. Look at the attack here.
Oh, man, talk about a direct hit.
That's what happens when you're in a powerful grasp. You go down.
Oh, that slam was vicious. It is so hard to stop that kind of strength. We've seen Paige put away so many divas with her PTO. A scorpion crosslock, she says, was inspired by former WWE Women's Champion Bull Nakano.
Slapping fools silly here.
No kidding. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects. Look out. Oh, when she gets going like this, there's almost no stopping her.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage. Paige simply refuses to be stopped here.
In addition to the PTO you brought up earlier, King, we've also seen Paige down many a diva with her Paige Turner. In fact, it was the Paige Turner that put AJ Lee down and gave Paige the Divas Championship.
Well, between the Paige Turner and the PTO Scorpion Crosslock, I don't know why any of the divas even agree to face Paige. She's just so devastating inside that ring.
Clearly on a mission here. And this has got to be it.
I think so. Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt.
Absorbing a little bit of punishment here. Nothing to be overly concerned about, though. Great one-on-one action here tonight. It doesn't get much better than this.
I want to take a moment to thank all the fans at home tuning in for this Divas action.
And I want to take a moment for me to thank the WWE for having this Divas action. I love it.
Not today, too fast.
Oh, what a strike. Ooh. Its placement on her opponent was strategic and precise.
Man, that had to hurt. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
Will this be enough?
Hang on. Oh, she's showing a lot of character by kicking out of that one.
Looking for the win.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
Oh, man.
Whoa! A direct hit. Talk about getting tagged and knocked in the middle of next week.
Oh, that's one way to make your lunch come back up.
Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent.
Yeah, and that's a message you don't want to receive.
I don't want to know what that feels like.
Yeah, well, I've felt it before, and you're right, you don't want to know.
This could be all she wrote. Astonishing maneuver by Paige.
Finisher. This match might...
The shoulders are down. 2. Paige finding a path of destruction currently.
Taking a bit of a beating so far, but nothing that can't be overcome.
I don't know how much longer she's going to be able to go. Oh, great move.
A fever pitch is here in the WWE Universe.
You're right about that. The crowd is buzzing. They're ready for this thing to get underway.
Okay, now she's just showing off. This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
No kidding. This is getting ugly. She's trapped. Paige taking advantage right now.
Oh, going to the top. High risk.
He takes to the air. Wow. Hey, the shoulders are down. 1, 2. Michael, here's something.
There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
One in a million is the only way to describe this match. Look at this. This was a match that was simply mesmerizing. I can't believe what we saw during this one. There was no love lost in that match. And look at the impact in these highlights.
Page picks up the victory here tonight.
And you just know the...
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in 266 pounds, Kevin Owens.
This WWE Universe has been driven into a frenzy.
This guy certainly has his game face on. Beating him tonight is not going to be easy.
It's never easy.
And approaching the ring, from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, John Cena.
John Cena's been competing at an elite level and in WWE main events for more than a decade, King.
And he's showing no signs of letting up, Cole. His staying power is absolutely unrivaled.
There's popular, then there's this guy. I mean, he takes popularity to a whole new level.
And I stay under you fighting, cause I'm storming in the chumps like I'm thunder and lightning. Ain't no way you're breaking me, kid. I'm hard as nails, plus I keep it on lock like I'm part of jail. Slaughter and stale competition. I got the whole block wishing they can run with my division, but they going fishing with no bait. Kid, your boy won't wait. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. And any weather will never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your whole clan. Lay your ass down for the 3-second tag. Your time is up, my time is now. You can't see me, my time is now. It's the franchise where I'm shining now. You can't see me.
There's the bell, and here we go. We're all along for the ride on this one, but make no mistake about it, we're going to have a winner. It's come down to a battle of attrition right now.
Yeah, it could really go either way at this point. Man, what a struggle.
John Cena with the offense.
Well, we have a very familiar sight in the ring today, but that doesn't make it any less special. John Cena and Randy Orton getting after it.
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk about a rivalry with some history? Think of the incredible moments we've witnessed between these two superstars.
Kevin Owens, let's get your take on him.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. That's a good sign.
Taking it to the chest here. And thinking about all the memories in the Cena-Orton rivalry over the years, it's almost too hard to pick the highlights. There's just been so many knockdown, drag-out battles between them. Cena and Orton will be intertwined in WWE history forever.
Exactly, but you know what, for me, Michael, 2009 is what cemented the John Cena-Randy Orton legacy. As these guys traded the WWE Championship back and forth at SummerSlam, Breaking Point, Hell in a Cell. I mean, those were some epic contests.
Epic.
I mean, it just went on and on. Their rivalry went to a whole different level. Look out what's going on here.
Plenty of downward thrust on that elbow drop.
Ooh, it landed right on the money, too. Oh, out of nowhere. John Cena with a nice reversal.
That's like watching someone being manhandled. What force.
No kidding, what a slam. Just when you thought a powerbomb couldn't get any more devastating, Kevin Owens goes and adds a twist that makes it purely lethal. Kevin Owens shows us some clever offense here.
There's the suplex.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
Another slam here.
Man, how many more can they take? Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage. Oh, look out here.
Oh! Are you alluding to earlier, King? Kevin Owens' pop-up powerbomb gives him that little something extra that makes a ton of difference.
Yeah, it's like being rammed into the mat from 8 feet in the air. How are you supposed to get up from that?
There's not a lot of cushion for your face. As you can see, everything hurts.
No kidding, that's hurting me.
There may be no stopping him.
Oh, look at Cena go!
He goes to the quick pin attempt.
Count, ref, count!
And he breaks the cover, forcing the referee to stop the count.
Well, that's just not enough to get the job done. Oh, that was so close!
Cena has got to get the pace going here.
Just by looking at Kevin Owens, I wouldn't think he'd be the type of superstar to pull off a moonsault. Then I saw him do it, and wow, was I ever amazed!
He lands the strike with great accuracy. Kevin Owens, there's no coming back from that.
Oh, talk about getting flattened. Oh, quick pin. Can he do it?
Maybe. And he kicks out.
And he lives to fight again. I don't know if John Cena's gas tank ever reaches empty. My word. Kevin Owens, what an impact.
The moonsault's not the only move Kevin Owens will surprise you with. He's also been known to execute a flawless senton bomb from time to time.
Yeah, and
There it is, the attitude adjustment.
oh, the dreaded AA.
There's going to be a lot of offense in this match.
Wouldn't have it any other way. That's what I love to see. Wow, he was quick as a corpse on that one. Just look at this. You can see the results from that move.
A quick reversal by Kevin Owens.
What a counter that was.
We're looking at complete domination here. Kevin Owens made an impact on day one. After beating CJ Parker in his debut match in NXT TakeOver Rival, he brutally attacked unsuspecting, hoping to end it early.
Here's hoping.
And it's up. He got the shoulder up. These guys giving this sold-out crowd exactly what they came to see. What an incredible match.
Oh, that one hit the mark.
Will it be? And he escapes with a kick out.
Oh, it's going to take more than that to keep him down tonight.
As John mentioned earlier, Kevin Owens refused to wait at the back of the line when he arrived at NXT. And one of the reasons he targeted Sami Zayn, he says, was to provide a better life for his family. Attitude adjustment. John Cena's got this one now.
John Cena has done it again. Nobody gets up after the AA.
There's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
how those WWE competitors tore this arena apart.
In case you forgot or fell off, I'm still not the shell off. My money stacked back, plus I can't tell the swell off. Franchise doing big business, and this is automatic. I win this over heroes, you finish a soldier. And I stay under you fighting, plus I'm storming on the trunks like I'm thunder.
We got a couple of highlights here. Oh, they mesmerized the WWE Universe in that match.
Like I'm part of the jam, swallowing stale competition. I got the whole block pushing.
Let's take a look back at what exactly happened during this one.
Get your boy hold weight. I got my soul straight. I brush your mouth like Colgate. In any weather, I'm never better. Your boy's so hot, you never catch me in the next man's sweater. If they hate, let them hate. I drop your
Here's your winner, John Cena.
It's all over, and John Cena stands victorious.
Few things are more rewarding than the feeling of keeping your opponent's shoulders down for the 3 count.
Join us again next week for WWE Raw.
Hands with a gold tee. It's a war dance, a victory step. A broad stance is a gift, and you insist it's my rep. John Cena trademark, y'all are so soul. Talk about the break you make, but don't know the recipe for dodo. Hearing guns and all your photos, that's a no-no. When this pop, your lip lock, your big talks, a blatant no-show. See what happens when the ice age melt. It seems monetary status is not what matters, but it helps. Provoke a timepiece by Benny and Eddie. The same reason y'all can love me is the same reason y'all condemn me.
Oh no! Look out!
I think it's safe to say, King, that he's not at 100% after that brutal assault before the match started.
Yeah, I think that's safe.
Sometimes that's all it takes.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you could find yourself in a world of hurt.
Some damage to the foot there. Painful.
He's going to be limping forever. Whether The Miz is playing by the rules or having fun breaking them, WWE fans know that he is one of the best talkers in the business and can back up what he says in that ring. Actually, The Miz jumps at the opportunity to make good on his promises and display his talents.
What can you share with us about the Awesome One?
I respect that even though the title's not on the line, the champ appears to be battling like this is the most important match of all time. That is the sign of a winner.
He's flagrantly breaking the rules. This could cause irreparable damage. Come on, ref.
You know, it's as if the ref doesn't even care.
Look at this dominance. This isn't a match, it's a massacre.
Very nicely done. Well, The Miz certainly had built a reputation on saying what he's going to do and then going out there and doing it. The fans know it, and everyone in WWE knows it. Listen, The Miz doesn't falsely advertise. The man says he's must-see, and indeed he is. Must-see and awesome.
6, 1.
And it's Dean Ambrose able to break free.
3, 4.
Some very opportunistic offense here.
5.
Dean Ambrose could be on the proverbial dream street after that one.
Oh, you're right. Good grief. I think I felt that one from all the way over here.
You can see him struggling to stand after all the damage.
Arm trap, cross leg STF. Dean Ambrose is going to close it out.
The lunatic fringe may have things well in hand.
It's no surprise that someone the likes of Dean Ambrose would utilize a lethal maneuver like his Dirty Deeds finisher.
Oh, it's awesome.
Into a quick cover is Dean Ambrose. I assure you, you cannot miss a moment of Raw. You never know what'll happen next.
Quick pin. Hey, is this it?
It may be.
2.
And it's up. He got the shoulder up.
Dean Ambrose is not going to go away that easy. Trying to build some offense. Michael, you mentioned Dean Ambrose and his dirty deeds finisher. It looks like a descendant of the DDT. When Ambrose nails an opponent with that, you can hear everyone in the arena gasp at the same time. That move's annihilating. Oh, Dean Ambrose! Dean Ambrose!
Oh, there. Hey, this may very well be it.
2.
Going for an encore here. Oh, and he missed that one. God, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, you're not doing any damage with swings like that, but keep doing it. The breeze may give him a cold.
It's gotta be over now.
The shoulders are down. 2.
Thank you for tuning into this episode of Raw. I'm sure you are just as entertained as we are here at ringside.
Dean Ambrose is just on a rampage. He's relentless. Uh-oh, Miz.
There it is, the skull-crushing finale.
Absolutely devastating. What? Hey, the shoulders are down. 2.
And he escapes with a kick out.
Cole, Dean Ambrose knows where he is in that ring at all times. It doesn't get more painful than that.
I'd say that's more embarrassing than anything else.
1. The Miz with a nice reversal. 2. 3.
One of these guys is going to walk away with the win here tonight. I just can't imagine one of them also accepting defeat.
4. Man, talk about putting a target on someone's back. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous
6.
objects. And he brings the action back inside the ring.
Yeah, I think this is good strategy. The Miz looking for all the glory here.
2.
Neckbreaker, so devastating.
The shoulders are down. 1, 2.
There's a fine line between capitalizing on an opportunity and outright exploiting it.
Yeah, this guy may be pushing the envelope.
He might not even know where he is after that attack to the back of his head.
Slam. What power, what force. That was unbelievable.
Whoa, whoa! He sees it. Great reversal.
Oh, the reversal by The Miz.
Ow! Ooh. Not today, too fast. Dean Ambrose is really going to town right now.
Looks like he's shutting down the carotid arteries here.
That's vicious. Cutting off oxygen inflicts serious damage to an opponent. Hey, you could have until the referee's 5 count to break it. Use it.
Night time. Here's the sleeper.
Oh, boy. Oh, I'm yawning. It's getting a little sleepy in here. Oh, wait. Nice reversal.
Uh-oh, what is Dean Ambrose going to do here?
Boy, he just got laid out.
Not going to win many matches with that move.
Oh, what a shot. That did some serious damage. You can't take too many of those and expect to be in the match much longer.
What a brutal beating we've seen dished out so far here tonight. And Dean Ambrose going with a kick that time. This can be dangerous. He can't stay in this situation long.
What a ruthless act. That is not a position you want to be in at any point in this match or ever.
Uh-oh, big move coming. We now have to question if he'll be able to come back after that.
Shoulders down, this could be it.
Count, ref, count.
Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
And here's some highlights from the matchup. What? Well, I don't know how you can pick out highlights from that match. The whole match was highlights.
Don't even say my name. Don't think that you can know me. Don't try and play that game. Every day that I get better, I watch as you get worse. My script is to the letter, and I'll write your final verse. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play.
Here's your winner, The Miz.
You heard the ring announcer. This one's over. And here's your winner.
Dean Ambrose will have to work a little bit harder to make a name here in the WWE.
Wow, I don't think we're going to have too many disappointed viewers at home. Not with action like we just saw.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Bray, County Wicklow, Ireland, weighing in at 190 pounds, Finn Balor.
Man, listening to the reaction this guy gets from a crowd never gets old.
Whoa, looking to be in phenomenal shape heading into this one.
And approaching the ring, from Hollywood, Florida, weighing in at 218 pounds, Dolph Ziggler.
Oh boy, we're in for a treat tonight. Both of these superstars look geared up and ready to go.
A lot of whispers backstage about whether or not this guy has what it takes to get the job done here tonight.
Things are exactly what they seem. I will define the things you dream. Go check the score again. I call out a perfect 10.
And there's the bell.
Oh, Michael, this is going to be fun to watch.
Into the headlock. Moves like that can upset your opponent more than hurt them. Controlling the head. In a relatively short amount of time, Finn Balor has managed to pick up some very impressive victories. Wouldn't you say, John?
I agree, Michael. This kid has opened up a lot of eyes with his work in the ring. For me personally, though, it doesn't get much better than his victory over Neville and NXT TakeOver rival.
As we watch Finn Balor, let's get your take on him.
Definitely looking confident in this one-on-one environment. We're going to find out a lot here tonight. Head-to-head, no excuses. Let's get it on.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
It's an amazing atmosphere in this arena tonight.
Oh, you're right. Big fight feel here, no doubt.
Back to Finn going for the cover. And the shoulders up in time.
Well, as long as it's up before that 3 count, that's all that matters. I guess Dolph Ziggler still has some more showing off to do. Here's the cover.
Plenty of fight left.
You're right. This guy's still near 100%. At some point, he's got to run out of gas. At some point, someone will figure out what it'll take. Finn Balor making his statement as we speak.
No love lost between these two.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt. Would you look at him squeezing? I wouldn't want to be in that headlock. Cole, you mentioned Balor's arsenal of kicks. He learned a lot of that coming up through the rugged dojo system in Japan. I'm not sure I can watch this. Ow! Hard kick to the ribs.
And he gets out of the way.
That'll have you worrying about long-term injuries for sure.
Oh, once you get out of the ring, anything can happen. You've got exposed steel, concrete, the barricades, and all of it can be used to cause massive damage. Ow! Ooh. Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes
An early pin attempt.
Come on, Rick.
And a kick out.
The kick out's all that saved him. This match goes on.
We're looking at complete domination here.
No, not again. I'm not sure I can watch this.
Here we go again.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt. Finn Balor is just so graceful in the ring, particularly his basement dropkick in the corner. The way that he floats through the air prior to impact, man, it's a thing of beauty.
Looking highly motivated here. The leg has become the central point of this attack. It's only a matter of time before assistance to walk will be needed.
Anybody got a crutch?
If that neck is seriously injured, the ref may want to step in here.
Well, we're on the move here. Not a lot of spring left in his step right now.
I like the way you described Finn Balor earlier, King.
Really?
Graceful. It's
Yeah.
so true, and it's amazing how he can be both graceful and impactful at the same time. His Pele kick comes to mind when thinking of moves that are both graceful and impactful.
Oh, for sure. As Dolph Ziggler hits the jackpot with a huge move. The shoulders are down.
And it's up. He got the shoulder up. Now, who does a methodical pace benefit, King?
Well, I'll tell you, whenever the dominating competitor takes his time, it gives everybody a chance to catch their breath. Oh, when Dolph Ziggler appears, WWE fans pay attention. They know they're going to see one of the most talented superstars to ever lace up a pair of boots who will keep them on the edge of their seats from bell to bell.
Whoa, Dolph, zigzag, he got him. Dolph got him.
There's the finishing move. Don't know.
Shoulders down.
1, 2.
And he escapes with a kick out. What do you have to do to keep this guy down? Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match.
It's the way I always used to do it.
Look at those eyes.
He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
Look at this. Here he comes. He's not done yet. Oh, no, he's here to fight.
You know, Michael, you don't go around the world with WWE and refer to yourself as the show-off if you don't think you're one of the best in the business. But Dolph Ziggler is one of the best performers in the business, and everyone, the fans included, know it. We know what this is.
There's no coming back from that.
Finn Balor making his statement as we speak. He is just getting busted up.
I gotta tell you, these guys are in the best shape I've ever seen them in.
Wow, he's still down after that. Finn Balor's coup de grace is quickly becoming one of my favorite signature moves in all of WWE. It's so simple, yet
He can do it here.
I think he's got him.
And it's up. He got the shoulder up.
You know, it's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in his tank.
Looks like he's pinpointing the back.
Good grief! How is he still conscious?
There's no quit in these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight. Few superstars are as dominant as this guy. We're looking at complete domination here. King, I don't think Finn Balor's opponent would share the same appreciation for the coup de grace that you have. It has to be terrifying to look up and see Balor flying through the air, about to come down on your chest.
Yeah, you're right. And he doesn't just come down on your chest. He really drives those feet in. Almost like he's trying to...
We got to cover.
1, 2. What a match! Oh my! He is just getting busted up.
Looking for the win. The heart stopper. This one is over.
Wait a minute, are you talking about me? No, I'm fine.
Each of these competitors is looking for the slightest hint of weakness in the other.
Well, that's a strategy you have.
And into the cover.
2.
And he escapes with a kick out. He simply refuses to stay down. Thank you for tuning in to Raw, the flagship program of WWE. Cover here.
1, 2.
And it's up. He got the shoulder up.
There are few superstars more resilient than Dolph Ziggler.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Finn Balor.
Oh, out of nowhere. Oh, it might be smart for the ref to call for the bell. That neck looks to be in bed.
He scored the pin.
2
To show off Dolph Ziggler.
Wow, what a tremendous victory. Well, I don't know how you can pick out highlights from that match. The whole match was highlights. Oh, they mesmerized the WWE Universe in that match. I can't believe what we just saw. Highlight after highlight.
Here's your winner, Dolph Ziggler.
And that's a huge win for this guy.
And talk about displaying a never-say-die attitude. It was as if winning was the only option here tonight.
As we close the book on this match, I need to remind everybody just how big of a win this was.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, Cesaro and Tyson Kidd.
4 of WWE's finest squaring off in what will assuredly be an exciting tag team encounter. And these teams have been waiting for this one, and so have I.
It's a new day, yes it is!
And their opponents, the World Tag Team Champions, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston. The New Day.
Man, both of these teams are determined to walk away with a win. Something's got to give. These teams looking to make a mark here in the tag team division.
Both legal men are in the ring and set to start things off here. We're ready to go.
This match has got the hair on the back of my neck standing up, Michael. This is going to be great.
I'm having a hard time figuring out what they're going to do next.
Me too. I've given up even trying to figure out what they're going to do next. I'm just sitting back watching and enjoying.
Cesaro possesses one of the most versatile and devastating offensive arsenals I've ever seen. He crushes opponents with his stun gun, double stomp, power bomb, hanging gut wrench suplex, the hangman's clutch, and a brutal headbutt that could crack someone's skull. Checking out Cesaro, what can you tell us right now?
When you look up the word tough in a Swiss dictionary, it's a picture of this guy, choking out every other word on the page.
He's endured heavy blows here. I don't know how much longer he can go. The referee may have to call this match, King.
Oh my gosh, this is awful. I'm going to tell you something. Whenever you get hit like that,
Quick cover by Cesaro.
1, 2.
We may very well be witnessing one of the greatest episodes of Raw in recent memory.
Michael, you brought up Cesaro's forms of attack, and I have to... Oh, how much pain is that arm in now?
Just a dominating display.
Yeah, I think we could see a lot of punishment inflicted here.
Not today, too fast.
Xavier Woods making his statement as we speak.
He makes the tag.
Watch out, that was power on top of more power. What a slam.
That was a perfectly executed slam.
And now he's back out on the apron.
If you haven't done it yet, check out VWWE.com. You'll find updates and vlogs from all your favorite superstars.
Yeah, and don't forget to check us out on Twitter. It's @JerryLawler and @Michael Cole. Right, Michael Cole?
Yeah, that's original. When the name Kofi Kingston is announced, audiences fill the arena with a deafening roar in celebration of one of the most loved superstars in WWE. Fans know when Kofi steps through the ropes, they're going to see a fierce warrior who can dazzle them like no one else.
Kofi's got him in big trouble. Oh, that'll give you a headache. Hey, Kofi Kingston conjuring up some good momentum here.
Quick thinking to avoid that.
King, just look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight. Michael, you brought up Cesaro's forms of attack, and I have to say that in more than 40 years in this business, I've never seen anything like it. Cesaro has a suplex where he stands on the middle rope, lifts his opponents in the air from the apron, and suplexes him into the ring. It redefines the term superplex.
He may be in the best physical condition I've ever seen him in.
Look out!
Cesaro hits the jackpot with a huge move.
Quick pin! Hey, is this it?
It may be.
2.
Looking to be in great physical condition here, almost impervious to pain.
If he keeps up this pace, this could turn real ugly real fast.
When you talk about Cesaro's offense, you're talking about a European wrestling machine. Cesaro has studied the human anatomy, pressure points, the locations of bones and joints to make sure every move he executes puts the recipient in maximum pain.
Well, we also can't talk about Cesaro's awesome moveset without mentioning his Swiss uppercut. Oh, if you've never seen a human being, what an insane move by Cesaro.
And he finally gets out of the ring.
And the shoulder's up in time.
Well, as long as it's up before that 3 count, that's all that matters. I don't think there's any stopping Xavier Woods tonight. 2, 3, 4.
Another great tag team match here tonight. I don't think the tag team scene has ever been hotter here in WWE. His chest may be black and blue after this.
Tyson Kidd's speed, agility, and submission expertise certainly makes him one of the most versatile superstars in WWE. And for opponents, one of the most dangerous. He's as comfortable flying off the top rope as he is grinding an opponent's face down into the mat. And he gets leveled.
going for the cover. He gets the tag. He combines speed, agility, balance, and force all in one move.
Let's face it, this guy has it all. You know, there are a truckload of fundamentals that Tyson learned in the Hart Dungeon and under the tutelage of Owen and Bret Hart. But Tyson has taken those teachings and brought his abilities to a whole other level.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
You can practically feel the wear and tear that's been done throughout this match.
The switch here to Cesaro.
Good tagging by this team.
Man, he's still down after that move. I almost want...
This could do it.
Maybe he is.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Turning it around, it's Kofi Kingston with the reversal.
And there's the controlled frenzy of Kingston.
Oh, man, how do you stand after an attack like this? Watch Kofi.
Boom drop.
The boom drop does it. Kofi's one of the most dynamic.
Makes the cover.
1, 2.
He's simply reminding him that he's here.
This may settle the score right here.
He gets the tag.
Oh, what's going to happen here?
And Kofi Kingston makes him pay in the worst way on that exchange. He covers. 1, 2. Adding insult to potential injury there.
Well, we get to see a lot of amazing things from where we sit. And believe me, when I say there is nothing like seeing...
Shoulders down, is it enough?
It may...
Wow, there's the save. The match continues. We may have discovered his favorite move.
You think? He seems to use it often enough. When he gets going like this, there are few better. And it's Xavier Woods executing the reversal.
Xavier Woods is going to finish him off with a Monofisto. It's all over, folks.
You know, I don't usually like to say nice things about Xavier Woods, but he has impressed me in this match.
Since January of 1993, Raw has been providing viewers with the absolute best sports entertainment action available. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Xavier Woods' superior intellect, superb conditioning, and unique way of combining speed with air attacks makes him difficult to prepare for. Woods looks to hit an opponent with a varied attack from the ground and the air. Any way you look at it, Xavier Woods is impressive from bell to bell. The shoulders are down.
1, 2. Moves like that can upset your opponent more than hurt them.
And the ref starts the count.
And Cesaro has all the momentum here.
All these power moves tonight are making bigger and bigger impacts.
King, earlier you talked about Xavier Woods' variety of skills, and something that impresses me just as much as his strikes in acrobatics is his knowledge of different holds and submissions. Woods is highly educated in the art of submission wrestling, counters, and reversals.
Well, Cole, Xavier Woods can put a beating on an opponent in so many different ways. Like the song says, funk is on a roll, and Xavier Woods...
Oh, my. Xavier Woods. This should do it right there.
I think this is it. 2, 3. They did it! They won the match! Oh, there were some unbelievable highlights. Watch this. here's some highlights from the matchup. Let's take And here's just some of the action we saw during the match.
Here are your winners, Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
You want to talk about a tag team war? We most definitely witnessed just that. This was from bell to bell, a clinic in tag team wrestling. Kudos to everyone.
I love tag team matches, and that was one of the best I've seen in a while.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring. From Aberdeen, Washington, weighing in at 210 pounds, Daniel Bryan.
Here's a guy who somehow turned an embarrassing 18-second loss at WrestleMania 28 into a launching point for his career.
Yeah, only Daniel Bryan could turn a loss like that into a positive. It was brilliant. I don't recall the last time I've been this excited for a Raw match. Oh man, this is going to be great.
And approaching the ring, accompanied by Paul Heyman, from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 286 pounds, Brock Lesnar.
Listen to this WWE Universe. They've been waiting all night to see their favorite superstar.
I can't wait to see what happens when the bell rings and these two finally get to go at each other.
This is a one-on-one matchup, and I don't think I have to remind anyone what's on the line here.
That's paralyzing. It won't take long to lose the use of that arm. Oh man, this has got to hurt.
Good job getting to the ropes there.
He's moving like a man possessed.
Cole, you know, it's amazing to think that Brock Lesnar has dedicated his life to competition in some sort of ring. I mean, Lesnar has been an NCAA champion, a WWE champion, an IWGP champion in Japan, and a UFC champion. Wherever Brock Lesnar goes, he just dominates.
Great to see Lesnar back in the WWE ring. What are your thoughts on this legendary athlete?
Brock Lesnar is capable of beating anyone with his freakish physique, but he's also capable of using any underhanded tactic he can think of.
2, 3.
Oh, man, how do you beat an opponent that can do that to you? Well, the trick sometimes when you get outside the ring is survival. The match becomes almost secondary when you get near all these dangerous objects.
Kate, you talked about this force before, but it is a testament to Brock Lesnar as an athlete and an unbelievable achievement. The Beast Incarnate has literally dominated every level of competition he's been involved in.
That arm is now in an extremely compromising position.
A nice shot by Brock Lesnar.
What's he going to do here? What's he going to do here?
That's paralyzing. It won't take long to lose the use of that arm. Look at him trying to use all the strength and power he can muster to escape this. Oh, wait, nice reversal. Oh, wow, much more of that, and he's not going to last long.
Uh-oh. Look out.
Well, when the signature moves of Brock Lesnar become the topic, it's unavoidable that talk will turn to the power bomb. The Beast has rattled the canvas with the body of just about every opponent who's climbed into that ring with him using that maneuver.
King, just look at this man. He's all business.
And that's the way he has to be if he wants to win here tonight.
Today, too fast.
He's got him. Cole, what's he got in mind? Ooh, that looked devastating. Uh-oh, climbing the turnbuckle. No!
Oh, and he eats the canvas.
We need to be sure that whenever we do talk about Brock Lesnar's powerbomb, we talk about it in the plural, because the man never stops at just one. Once he's got someone set up for it, he is going to execute it on them again and again until he turns their entire body into muck.
The shoulders are down.
Thank you for choosing to watch WWE on this Monday night. We promise to bring you a great night of action. For years, Monday night has been the most exciting night in sports entertainment, and the action we're seeing here is a lot of the reason why.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Oh, this is not going to be good.
What I want to know, it's the German suplex. The end is near.
You're right about that. This guy's just too strong.
Going for the cover. And a kick out.
And that's all that matters. This match continues. Wow, we are seeing exactly what Daniel Bryan is made of.
Well, that missed.
Looks like another check in the win column.
Thank you for tuning in to Raw, the flagship program of WWE.
There's the yes lock. Oh, submission. The hold's locked in.
What diabolical things are going through that mind right now?
When you get in control like this, you want to throw everything at your opponent. And that could be what we're seeing here. Oh my God! He connects with the F5. How did he do that?
Brock Lesnar trying to cover early. And the shoulder's up now. That's a kick out.
Nice. Oh, Daniel Bryan came here for a fight. He's not giving up.
Not going to win many matches with that move.
Whoa! A direct hit. Talk about getting tagged and knocked in the middle of next week.
reverse reversal.
Adding insult to potential injury there.
Gonna have to shake off the moderate damage that's been inflicted here and find a way to maintain the upper hand. Look at these two giving it their all. There's absolutely no quit in them tonight.
Whoa, whoa! He's looking at it.
His strikes have a little extra on them tonight.
Oh, what a shot. That did some serious damage. You can't take too many of those and expect to be in the match much longer.
We're looking at complete domination here.
Wow, King. I didn't think we would see this. Talk about defying the odds. The roof's going to blow off this place.
Oh, no! To take a chance like that, do you know how bad?
Diving headbutt.
Oh, man, how devastating. That has got to hurt both opponents.
One. And he escapes with a kick out.
If that didn't slay the monster Brock Lesnar, nothing will.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
You're right about that, Cole. This has been an all-out war. Oh, out of nowhere.
I can't believe everything that's transpired thus far. It's been so physical.
You're right about that, Cole. This has been an all-out war.
And now he goes for it a second time.
Oh, out here you have to be able to think on your feet lightning fast. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and you can find yourself in a world of hurt.
That's a classic textbook maneuver.
Exactly the way it should be done. Look at this. He's just barely moving. I'm not sure he can get back to his feet.
Brock Lesnar. This should do it right there.
I think this is it.
He's delivering an old-fashioned butt kicking right. Here's your winner, ladies and gentlemen.
There was no love lost in that match. And look at the impact in these highlights. Oh, those WWE competitors tore this arena apart. There was no love lost in that match. And look at the impact in these highlights. I can't believe what we saw during this one.
Here's your winner, Brock Lesnar.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That was a huge win.
Well, if you didn't believe in this guy before, there's no reason not to now. Not after that performance.
It'll be interesting to see the fallout following this big singles win here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, representing D-Generation X, from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the Game, Triple H.
King, over the past 20 years, we've watched as Triple H has become one of the most powerful figures in sports entertainment history.
Well, that's true. He's come a long way, Cole. But I'm willing to bet that the Game will tell you he has even further to go.
A pay-per-view quality matchup about to kick off right here on Monday Night Raw.
And approaching the ring, from the United Kingdom, the World Heavyweight Champion, the Icon.
Listen to this arena.
This crowd despises him, and I can assure you that feeling is mutual.
Well, he's worked very hard to get them to not like him.
And there's the bell.
This match has started. This is a classic. Two guys battling it out one-on-one. Remember, only the strong survive.
Just making his presence felt there.
I assure you, you cannot miss a moment of Raw. You never know what'll happen next.
Well, luckily the body hasn't absorbed too much of an attack up to this point.
Talk about catching a beating. Oh, wait, nice reversal.
After a move like that, he's going to need a chiropractor in his near future. Seems like these guys are letting out a lot of pent-up frustration tonight.
What a decapitating lariat.
From our vantage point, it doesn't even look like a sweat has been broken.
Uh-oh.
Thinking to avoid that. Triple H is part of an elite group where the mere mention of his name invokes visions of history. His greatest moment in WWE lore might just be at the end of an era match where he, along with The Undertaker and Shawn Michaels, are standing together, arm in arm, looking out at the crowd of more than 78,000. I get chills just thinking about it.
Man, I do too. And you know, Michael, when you think about it, all the great moments, all the history this man has made, all of them that I've called as a broadcaster. I don't know if anything will top when Triple H returned to WWE after suffering what we thought was a career-ending torn quadriceps injury. What an ovation. January 7th, 2002 in New York City. That was a historic night.
When you look at Triple H's career as a whole, he is WWE history. When I think of all his conquests, I can't help but think of WrestleMania 25. Call me old-fashioned, but the man was forced to defend his family and the WWE title. He did both, and that's beyond admirable. Don't expect a lot of mercy to be shown here.
Yeah, none expected and none will be shown.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
We know what this is.
The tombstone pile driver. This one's in the books.
Yeah, you don't get up from one of those. You know,
hoping to end it early.
Here's hoping.
Unleashing it for the second time now.
Tombstone pile driver lands. Nobody gets up for that.
And he goes for the pin.
There's the count. 2.
Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in attendance. Each and every one of them are having a great time tonight.
Oh, you're right about that. You always have a great time when you attend a WWE event live, just like we are here tonight. This is wonderful. Man, what a maneuver.
Wants to score big.
Look out! Oh, what's he going to do to follow that up?
These are great competitors, great, tremendous gladiators here in WWE.
Some of the best superstars that WWE have to offer.
This guy's a machine.
There's some serious power right there.
Both of these competitors have so much resolve, it's going to take a minor miracle to keep one. And will this be it?
It may be.
2. We're looking at complete domination here.
Triple H is so dangerous. When the game creates that energy for himself and begins to control the match, he's like a rabid dog who will not stop his attack.
We might be seeing...
Wow, what a move from Triple H. That's how you sweep an opponent under the carpet.
Let me tell you, when it comes to finishing moves, I don't think anyone has perfected the finisher like Triple H has the pedigree. What a counter that was.
Not today, too fast.
From what we've seen and heard tonight, there must be serious injuries.
No kidding.
That makes the cover. 2. Remember, momentum in WWE can turn on a dime.
And leave you some change.
When you look at Triple H's career as a whole, he is WWE history. When I think of all his conquests, I can't help but think of WrestleMania 25. Call me old-fashioned, but the man was forced to defend his family and the WWE title. He did both, and that's beyond admirable. Look past the ring at the thousands and thousands of WWE fans in attendance. Each and every one of them are having a great time tonight.
Oh, you're right about that. You always have a great time when you attend a WWE event live, just like we are here tonight. This is wonderful.
Remember, momentum in WWE can turn on a dime.
And leave you some change. Hey, the shoulders are down.
Nobody home there.
Nobody home? Cole, that looked like the house has been empty for months. He's pulling out all the stops tonight.
Gonna have to compartmentalize some of the pain that's been dished out and find a way to forge on. The tombstone pile driver, the end is near.
You're right about that. You can count to 100 on this one. I have a feeling we're going to see several more demonstrations like that.
And this has got to be it.
I think so.
2, 3. He did it. What a huge win.
There was no love lost in that match. And look at the impact in these highlights. Look at this. This was a match that was simply mesmerizing. Let's take a look back at what exactly happened during this one. Oh boy, that was a spectacular performance.
Here's your winner, the Icon.
Looking dominant at times in the victory.
Man, you can bet there's going to be a celebration tonight.
And ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you next week right here on Monday Night Raw.